Okay, we're back. I'm not the best at holding things, so I've propped this up. This is the introduction, still in the Roman numerals, page 15. This book details the practical reality of recovering from chronic fatigue syndrome, CFS, myalgic encephalitis, ME, and long COVID, LC. I have been working with sufferers of these conditions since 1981. In the cases of CFS and ME, when I qualified as a doctor, and for the last 3 years in the case of LC. The early stages of the recovery journey, I know from that experience, are non-negotiable and essential. Many will recover simply by implementing these early stages. Some of the later stages are still on trial, but biologically plausible, safe, and eminently doable. Recovery is like building a house. You have to start with the foundation stones of diet, gut function, micronutrients, and then build on that. It is not a case of either or. To restore your health, you have to do the whole shooting match. The third little pig in the well-known fairy tale knew this well when he built his house from brick rather than straw or sticks. It took longer to build it, and I ad-lib a little here, had good foundations, and so the big bad wolf could not blow it down. Do take the time and effort to put in place the important foundations for your recovery. They will serve you well. I am painfully aware that many with CFS, ME, and LC lack the energy and resources and may be dismayed by the prospect of the journey to wellness. For that reason, in this book, I have tried to describe the route to recovery that is the shortest, quickest, and most frictionless. Let's see. You can sort of see, I hope. Let's put this back. I have tried to give the why in sufficient detail, to provide sufferers with the intellectual imperative to make the necessary changes, but not to bog them down in detail. I then move on to the how. Again, I have consciously eschewed some of the detail so that readers do not lose the logical progression and maintain the momentum for recovery. I only include the absolute basic interventions which are universally necessary. I have learned this from over 4 decades of trial and error. Throughout, I direct readers to my other books should they wish for more detail, but it is not necessary to purchase these for most to recover. As already emphasized in the content section, this book is written on the need-to-know principle. I start with the rules of the game and move on to the tools of the trade. These tools need to be safe, multitasking, easy to implement, and available to all because most of my patients are unable to work and cannot afford expensive treatments. They are not RBs, they are PBs. Now, there's a notation here on RBs. She says, I read a newspaper article about a merchant bank that decided to target its 100 wealthiest clients for a new investment scheme. A round-robin letter was prepared and sent down to the communications department so it could be personalized using the mail merge facility. The minion in that department forgot the substitution. Consequently, the 100 wealthiest clients received a letter which opened up, Dear Rich Bastard. Okay? So, they are not the RBs or rich bastards, they are the PBs. Hereinafter in this book, RB shall refer to rich bastard, and PB shall refer to poor bastard. Isn't the English language wonderful? In RB, the B elicits disdain in the reader, whereas in PB, it evokes sympathy, even empathy. These tools of the trade are not just for those with CFS, ME, and LC. They are also the starting point to prevent and treat all diseases of Westerners, degeneration, dementia, cancer, and heart disease. It means I can tell my patients with complete confidence that, with all these regimes in place, they will also live to their full potential in terms of quality and quantity of life. Indeed, fatigue is often an early warning symptom of such disease, a symptom for which conventional medicine has little to offer with its symptom-suppressing prescription drugs. By suppressing symptoms, the warning signs are missed, and the underlying pathology is accelerated. We do not have enough therapists to treat the epidemics of CFS, ME, and LC that now exist. There is only one person that will get you well, and that is you. No one is better motivated. Whoops. Try that. No one is more in touch with their symptoms and response to interventions than you. No one knows your body better than you. You must take full responsibility for your own recovery, because it is a sad fact that doctors won't. All the tools of the trade I give you are freely available, by which I mean you can access them without reference to a doctor, intrinsically safe, and of proven effectiveness. First, you must learn to understand why you are suffering symptoms and why they are so important, and learn to listen to them, not fight them. Do not suppress symptoms with drugs or addictions. Symptoms are the signposts which direct you to the path of recovery. Read on and learn of the mechanisms that result in symptoms, because these have obvious implications for treatment. Keep on asking all the right questions, because the answers will come, sometimes from the most unlikely direction. I too am constantly asking questions. I too am on a steep learning curve, but I trust and hope this book will launch you to good health. Take a leap of faith and just do it. Now, a personal note from Craig.